Here we are. It's the Daily Rant, 4109. You saw the entrance. That's the entrance we created. So I hope you enjoyed that. Undertaker had a T-shirt put on WWE.com yesterday for a brief time. It said 17-0 on it and had a broken heart in reference, of course, to Undertaker beating Shawn Michaels at Wrestlemania 25. Oops, but that hasn't happened yet. The shirt was shortly taken down after that. This seems to be happening a lot during this WrestleMania season with the writing staff leaking the scripts on the air. It's a big problem. It's given Vince fits. I think it's funny, personally, because he treats his creative team like a bunch of schmucks anyway. So why not? It's kind of funny.
There's a lot of people dropping the ball going into this, between scripts leaking and the shirt getting put out online, and really you don't even see the same coverage that you've been seeing the past couple of years.
Mainstream media hasn't really picked up on the WrestleMania buzz like they have like in Detroit and Miami last year, or Tampa, one of the two.
Yeah.
One of the two, whichever one. But yeah, they haven't had the mainstream coverage. Whether the celebrity presence this year isn't big enough, or
I think they kind of need to throw some kind of a sport, like a mainstream athlete in there, kind of like Money Mayweather last year. Get a little bit more ESPN coverage, since technically wrestling is kind of a sport.
Oh, but they're entertaining.
Yeah, they're
entertainment. Everything is choreographed. I'm not saying that they are not, obviously they lift weights, which is considered a sport. But they go out there and they have choreographed moves that they do every night.
Yeah, but they're athletes. No, you're not wrong,
but
they're athletes. They are.
They are athletes, but it's not to the point where they're out on a basketball court or a football field or
it's a predetermined outcome, but that doesn't change the physicality of the sport.
No, never mind. Oh yeah, by the way, people, we can't really talk too much about what we want to because Pete gave us these lovely note cards, and that's what I say to that.
I love you so much. You're so pretty. Moving right along, we don't have Batista and Kennedy this year at WrestleMania 25. We might not have Jen either, as I got a couple good ideas from a Lifetime movie I watched earlier. Yes, that's right, folks. I watched a Lifetime movie. It's a sad day. Batista and Kennedy's absence from WrestleMania this year is going to be felt. Where would you plug them into the card if they were there? What capacity would you put them in this WrestleMania card? Where do you think they're lacking at?
I would swap Kennedy out for Mysterio and against JBL. I'm sorry, JBL is just too big of a guy with limited ability for Mysterio to carry that match and make it believable. I'd take Mysterio then down to the Money in the Bank and take out Florida Evans. Mark Henry.
I hope they remember that reference from a couple videos ago, the Florida reference. My name is Florida. Mark Henry's as big as a state.
Batista just needs to show up. He's hot.
But that's what they have Kid Rock for.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be there?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, they had Snoop Dogg last year for the Divas. They had to have something this year. So Kid Rock's going to show up and give them all hepatitis C this year, courtesy of Pamela and Tommy. So there you go. Enjoy, folks.
I was kind of disappointed to see AC/DC get pulled.
I know. Well, I don't understand why they pull AC/DC for Nicole Scherzinger. Sure, she's a little bit easier on the eyes than grown men in knickers, but
but I love how they're still trying to do the PG thing. But let's have a Pussycat Doll come on, who is half naked. Let's keep the diva doll half naked.
Not just the Pussycat Doll, but the head pussy.
The head pussy. She is the head pussy.
Anyway.
I don't know where I'd put Kennedy in or Batista. Like you said, you probably throw him in, get rid of the Big Show, because Big Show doesn't really need to be a WrestleMania because he's the big slow. He's done. I don't really see his career, him holding very many other titles other than.
I don't think the whole angle of him and Vicky. I know I haven't watched it lately, but him and Vicky having the side sling.
Oh, it's gross.
Yeah,
it's gross. Edge and Vicky's nasty enough as it is, but then to throw in Big Show and Vicky's just another animal all to itself. So yeah, I think we can put that. Kennedy will actually, these two will both be back. Batista will be back sooner than Kennedy. Kennedy is scheduled to come back, I believe, in May to TV. Batista being shortly either right before or right after the draft. The draft is coming up, so I believe it's right after the draft. Obviously, both of them will probably be switching venues, switching shows. But I think it's time for Kennedy to get his big push that's been put off the last couple years with all the injury in the movie and the wellness policy violations and suspensions and all that. He was due for his big push in the McMahon, the Hornswoggle storyline, but they replaced Kennedy with Hornswoggle because he got suspended. So
Well, it doesn't matter because all their storylines pretty much suck anyway, so.
well, I'm saying having a good one, it might help a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, but I don't think they'll ever have a good one until they get better writers in.
Well, they lost
We
Freddie.
still need jobs.
Yeah, I'm still available for that writing job, so.
He has a pen.
I do have a pen. I mean, yeah, and I wrote these big bad note cards all by myself, too. And I can wipe my own ass as well, so that's always a plus.
I couldn't let Jen get one up on me.
So, the next thing we have is Triple H and Orton. The Triple H and Orton feud. What's your final take on it? I'm not going to talk about this again until after WrestleMania.
Did they change the stipulation? Is it not a anything goes anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think it is. It was supposed to be Orton's Law, or
Yeah, like
And then
anything goes, and now if you go online, it's just a
it's just a
championship match.
standard match. Yeah, there's nothing
I
different.
don't like how
about
they're making out that Randy Orton has some kind of disorder where he gets angry, he like blacks out.
IED, intermittent explosive disorder. I thought it was intermittent explosive diarrhea, but apparently
It's
that
a
was the way in
joke.
South Park.
It's honestly a joke, it's
Yeah.
stupid.
And you know what else is funny? They're trying to go, speaking of the PG ratings and keeping in tune with that, the woman that played, I don't know her name exactly, that played Randy Orton's wife when they did the home invasion with Triple H was actually a porn star. So WWE, if you are trying to go indeed with this PG rating as you so say you bashed on TNA, then yeah, you might want to think twice about hiring porn stars to play somebody's wife. So, and McMahon's taking out Legacy.
Well, maybe he wants
Yeah.
to start up a porn business.
XPW tried that.
Yeah, Rob Black, it didn't work. And he was a porn producer and he couldn't do it. So, moving on to McMahon's taking out Legacy. You got two of your top young studs of your company, and then you have a 60-year-old man beating down one of them.
Doesn't look good for the future.
No, the future is not indeed bright, and nor do I need shades for this. No, it's not a sunny outlook in WWE land up in Stanford for that.
Oh, what a cute reference.
Isn't it? You're so pretty. Taz leaves SmackDown. Now he's done. He said he needs to go home and recharge his batteries. He's just burned out. He's been doing the commentating thing off and on for 9 years, and he's been wrestling obviously for 20, I believe, or better. So it's good. Yeah, I'll miss him. I'll miss seeing him next to JR. Taz is a good commentator. He's a little
He needs
chauvinistic.
to take his
but
sunglasses off once in a while.
that goes with the whole Taz character, though.
I don't think you'll have to miss him for too long. I think he's going to take a couple months off, and
He'll come back.
it's looking like Don West ain't pleasing too many people over in TNA. He could be in need of a replacement.
Possible replacements tossed around for Taz already. Matt Stryker, JBL, and Al Snow. Al Snow, who did color commentary for OVW for a couple years. I don't see them bringing him
I
back.
don't like how any of them to replace him. I mean, I hate JBL, but if you look at him now and you look at him when he first came out from behind the table, he's in better shape. Still not good shape, but he's in better shape. It does make it look like he's actually trying. And I actually like that.
I say put him back behind the commentary table.
I'm not done.
Because he is annoying.
I'm not done.
Finish.
Anyway, I like that as a way to bring Kennedy back into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Get him into a feud, talking shit about somebody constantly, just letting him have it, and then
Like Wrestlicious.
Hmm.
and then Kennedy gets back in the ring, kind of the way JBL pulled it.
Yeah. They can do that. They can work that with Kennedy. Kennedy's good
I
enough to
think
sit.
Kennedy would be good back
He's
there.
good enough to sit behind the table.
Maybe Kennedy will bring him a bra.
Kind of.
He could. JBL, well, if JBL would just leave the ring, he won't need his man's ear because hopefully then he'll be fully clothed most of the time. I've only got a couple seconds left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you the 6th WrestleMania trivia question. What other federations' tag team titles were defended in a match between the Heavenly Bodies and the Rock and Roll Express at Survivor Series 1993? Send me those answers in a message. I'm out. Check anabolic.addiction.net in a couple 4 days for live product launches. That's it. It's been the Daily Rant. Peace, bitches.